Nestled amidst the folds of the eastern Himalayan mountain range is Bhutan, a small Buddhist kingdom. Bhutan's landscape, its broad valleys and forested hillsides, provide a peaceful pastoral setting to a rich heritage and uniquely colorful and vibrant culture. Challenged by the growing pressures of modernization and urbanization, Bhutan follows an environmental strategy inspired by the Buddhist philosophy of the interconnectedness of all life.
In Bhutan, people have been living in harmony with nature for centuries. For example, many mountains, rocks, lakes, rivers are even today worshipped. By giving it a religious and cultural touch, people started giving importance to it. So that is how we have been blessed with a very pristine environment.
Water, the source of all life. The Bhutanese call it white gold. Cascading from the snow melt in the Himalayas. Nourishing the crops Bhutan's farmers will harvest and bring to market. And providing hydroelectricity, clean energy, and an important revenue source. Bhutan's vast forests are carefully managed to preserve this valuable natural resource.
How do we balance between the local needs? Farmers have to cook food and they have to use firewood. Farmers have to construct new houses. How do we ensure sustainability?
So we decided that there must be a compromise, and we should call this strategy the middle path. So that we try to do and progress and develop our country to the best for the people of Bhutan with the least damage to the natural environment in Bhutan.
We have an article dedicated to environmental protection in the Constitution. And one of the highlights of that article is Bhutan has to maintain 60% of the country under forest cover for all times to come.
Biodiversity in all its wealth makes Bhutan one of the global hotspots for environmental conservation. The subtropical flora and fauna of the southern foothills change dramatically as the terrain rises steeply to the high alpine zone where nomadic yak herders have adapted to this harsh climate. Each year, thousands of guests fly into Paro Airport, one of the highest in the world, to venture into remote areas for bird watching and trekking through deep forests, sun-dappled meadows, and across breathtaking landscapes. They come to appreciate 46 species of rhododendron, exploding with color across the hillsides.
This has all been so possible because of such wise and enlightened leaderships. The fourth king, His Majesty Jigme Singye Wangchuk, was an environmentalist at heart, and we're going to coronate our fifth king in 2008. He's a very keen wildlife photographer, and it is his political will and support which will keep Bhutan's natural environment intact.
Bhutan has 24% of globally threatened bird species, and the Royal Society for the Protection of Nature is dedicated to protecting the black-necked crane.
Traditionally, people have seen cranes coming in from the north and hovering, especially in Phobjikha, hovering down into the valley when they arrive and circle around the monastery and then land into the marsh. And from the religious and traditional or cultural point of view, there's a lot of significance there because the black-necked cranes have always been referred to as something that is heavenly.
An earthbound creature of seemingly mythological origins is Bhutan's national animal, the takin. It is believed to have been the product of a miracle performed in the 15th century by Lama Drukpa Khinle, the divine madman. A mysterious and legendary creature called the Yeti is said to inhabit the Himalayas.
For me as a folklorist, I want the Yeti to be part of our Bhutanese landscape, especially of the Himalayas, and let the mystery be. I think some things can exist in the mind.
We need every individual to realize the importance of conservation for Bhutan.
So best way to explain to them is our ultimate goal is gross national happiness. And in order to achieve that, you have to protect environment in your neighborhood. So that way, ultimate end will be we are trying to keep Bhutan green. Our aim is to keep Bhutan green for all time to come.
Nature.